Hi, my name's Chasity. I'm from Schuylkill County, and I do crack and heroin, and I smoke it.
How are you doing today, Miss Cassidy?
I'm doing good.
It's welcome to Open Diary. It's a pleasure to having you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you have me.
How you introduced to drugs, Miss Cassidy?
Um, my high school friends, I guess you could say, parties. People were drinking and smoking weed, and then it went from that to doing meth, and then I kind of went into doing heroin. Well, should I start by saying my supposed friend, he didn't tell me that in the meth was fentanyl. So I was doing the meth, and then all of a sudden when I stopped doing the meth, realized I had an addiction to it. Didn't know about the sickness though or anything like that. So that's how I found out about it. And then when I would try to go to get the perks, I couldn't really find them, or it was too expensive at the time. So someone's like, "Oh, here's a bag for $10." And that's what I did. So then when I tried the bag, that's when I truly fell in love with heroin itself.
And how long have you been using Fetty?
I've been using it for about 13 years now.
Have you had any overdoses off it?
Yes, I have. I've had about 6.
And how do you use it? You smoke it, snort it, or shoot it?
I smoke it.
So,
I used to shoot it though. I have scars on my legs from shooting it. And that's why I stopped, because I didn't want the abscesses and all this stuff now, because it's not real heroin.
last time I seen you, you had nice curly hair. What made you decide to cut it?
I was next to a friend who didn't tell me that she had lice, and I had gotten it, and because I have thick curly hair, they told me at the hospital that the best outcome to make sure it was all gone was to cut it. So that's what I had to do, unfortunately. And I'm embarrassed of it, but it is what it is.
Right, it's okay, love. You're still beautiful.
Thank you.
And how many bags a day would you say you use?
At least 5. I'd say 5. Yeah. If I could, if my expenses are right,
And how do you support your habit?
I support my habit doing, well, I go to Wawa and rob Wawa, or I go to like this guy Cash App Betty, he's called around here. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he gives you loans. So he will give me a $20 loan a week. Also, like my sub clinic, I don't take subs, but I sell them.
So, Robin, Wawa, are you afraid of getting caught?
Yeah, I'm afraid of getting caught, but it happens so much that they just don't do anything about it. And that I think is why it's reoccurring in so many people, is because there's no repercussion about it,
And have you ever had any sober time, clean time?
Yeah, I had 18 months clean. 9 months of that was in jail.
And what made you come back to using?
My baby dad died from a heroin overdose, and I didn't really know how to deal with life without him. I was with him for a long time, 10 years. So most of my addiction, I was with him, and I didn't really know how to support my habit myself, because he was my drug dealer in the beginning. And he was like my main source of how to get it.
So by him dying from it, that didn't scare you? for for you to stop using?
You would think that it would, but it doesn't. It doesn't scare me. No. Whenever I would wake up from an overdose, even, it just, I would like to say that it does scare me, but it don't. It's just black. I don't see nothing. I don't even know. You know what I mean? And to me, it just isn't scary.
Well, I see hospital bands on you. Do you want to elaborate why you was in the hospital?
Because I had withdrawal symptoms really bad this morning, and I didn't get to go to my clinic of methadone yet, so I go to the hospital. If you can't make it to your clinic, you go to the hospital to get your dose.
So you're getting dose and actually using Fetty also?
Yes.
I thought, the dose blocks that craving for Fetty.
They say it's supposed to, but methadone it don't. Now Suboxone it does. Suboxone does have the naloxone in it that blocks the dope, but methadone don't.
Okay, let's rewind time. How was your childhood?
My childhood was good. I can't say, I mean, besides my dad not being in my life, my mom was like a good mom and, financially supported us, and I had a really good stepdad, and I have one brother, younger than me, and we had a good life. We didn't want for anything. So
it goes to shows that drugs don't discriminate. You could still come from a good family and still get caught up using drugs, right?
absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
What's the highest grade of school you completed?
I graduated high school, and then I went to medical assistant school, and I graduated from there. And then I went to go in for dental assistant, but I didn't finish.
That's nice, Mm-hmm. It's nice. You're doing something with your life. Do you think about, getting treatment and going back into the field?
Yes, I do. Like the medical field, I really enjoyed that. I liked it, and I think that's why I did so well in it, because I truly enjoyed it, helping people and stuff. That's where my heart is. Besides my kids, I have 2 kids.
Are you still active in their life?
Currently, no. My 14-year-old is mad at me, and my 6-year-old doesn't know I exist. I chose to have it that way because, at least then, because he's with my mom, and my mom and her fiance are really good parents to him, and I just wouldn't want him to think he was without something when he didn't have to feel like that,
And what is withdrawal like for you?
The shakes, anxiety, headaches, nauseating, puking, just feeling like jumping out of your skin, hot and cold flashes. It's just not a feeling anybody wants to feel, but yet we still do it.
Do you thinking about go back and getting help?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I just haven't. I've been thinking about it, but I haven't wanted to make the effort yet to go do it. Like every time I'm at the hospital, they ask me if I want to go, and I just can't say yes yet. I'm just not there yet.
Well, I'm rooting for you because you deserve that.
Thank you.
Thank
you. I appreciate that.
When you look in the mirror, what do you see?
Not somebody I like. Not right now.
And how long have you been out here in Kensington?
I've been out here for 8 months.
Since you've been out here, have you witnessed or seen any horror stories?
I just seen people like with their wounds or like, losing limbs and the struggle like with people being in wheelchairs and stuff, like how far we'll go. To still stay out here. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me, I don't know if I would be able to do that, but hey, I definitely might.
And do you still get support from your family?
No, I choose not to talk to them. Because it's hard. Besides my grandmother. My grandmother is my whole heart. I love her dearly. And I love my mom too. But it's easier for my mom to focus on Caden, my son. And my nan just lets her know how I am.
And what is your current living situation?
I'm homeless. I stay like under the subs like at night or I like ride the train until that's done at 12 o'clock. And ride the buses. That's just when it's cold.
Well, it's pretty cold out tonight. Are you considering or think about going to a shelter?
I want to go to a shelter. I'm supposed to go tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm supposed to do my intake for the one by Huntington.
Well, it's like I said, it's real cold outside, and you might don't get to tomorrow, but by the grace of God, you do. So after this interview, if I was willing to call a shelter for you, would you consider going?
Absolutely. Yes, I would.
Well, y'all heard it from her. And I would like for all y'all to keep her in y'all prayers, because none of us deserve this, and it can happen to any one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And if your family was watching this video, what would you like to say to them?
And I'm sorry, and that I love them, and I'm just sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, love. We all love you, and quite sure they love you too. And that's not so much of a bad thing that you crying, because it still shows that you feel and you care,
I do.
But I wish you the best, and I hope
you.
that you really consider going to this shelter tonight, because it's very cold, and transportation supposed to be stopping because of the weather, and the subway will be closed also. So for people who seems to judge addicts, what would you like to say to them?
And you just don't. Everybody goes through stuff, and some people just deal with it differently, like in coping, and I just feel like you shouldn't judge us because we're all the same. And
if you could go back in time and there's anything that you could change, what would that be?
Going to that party that I started to do, was introduced to the meth, and just got that chemical imbalance, that made me want more and more, and like the feeling of numbing myself and being out of me, away from me, like I was just not comfortable with me. I don't really know why I did it. I just liked it. I just liked it. I wish that I could go back and not like it so much.
And before we wrap this interview up, if you had a message for the kids, what would you tell them about, using drugs.
That it's not the answer. It's not the answer, and to talk to somebody instead of just trying to numb it or shy away, that it's okay to feel the way they feel, and just definitely reach out to somebody.
Well, yeah, I heard it from her first, you know. She still got a lovely soul and she's still caring. And before we leave this interview, I want y'all all, along with myself, to pray for her. And hopefully she have a better journey in her future. And when this interview is over, I will call the shelter for her. And she said she's willing to go.
Yes, I am.
So to subscribers that's watching, how would you like to end this video for them?
Just thank you for letting me tell my story, and yeah, thank you for letting me tell it from me.
And if anybody wanted to reach out and help you, how can they help you?
Just like how do you mean and help, like for like donations or stuff like that?
Yes.
Yes. I don't really know how they could reach me. I used the prevention point as my address. That's the only way that I could, if somebody mailed something to me, it would be through them.
All right. Thank you, Miss Kayla. And we about to end the interview, and I'm going to call the shelter for you. And I'm so proud that you decide to get off these streets, Mm-hmm. And with that, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Thank y'all for all, tuning in to Open Diary.